You look at Australia, and the Age reported that in Victoria in particular, the proportion of low performers in maths who lack the skills and knowledge needed to adequately participate in the workforce has hit 26%. That's the worst in the country. Why is Victoria in particular struggling so much in this area?
Well, it is not just Victoria. Our results across the board are astoundingly poor. We have a third of the nation's children who are not meeting the minimum benchmark in the core skills of literacy, numeracy.
They're not meeting the minimum benchmark.
The minimum
which
benchmark.
Which is really not what you want to be aiming for, and we've still got 30%.
We only have 15% of our students who are considered to be exceeding expectations. And if you compare, for example, the budget expenditure from 2022, IPA research shows that from 2012 to 22, we've now spent about $720 billion on education, so a 43% increase in funding. But our results are flatlining. In fact, they've actually gone backwards by 3% in that same period. And if you compare a little earlier with the OECD results of the Program for International Student Assessment, our students, particularly in maths, are 16 months behind where they were 20 years ago. So the correlation between the money spent and the results is not there. It is the ideology, it has to be the ideology in the curriculum and the lack of priority that's given to the core skills development.
Absolutely. Our kids aren't getting dumber, but what we're teaching them, obviously, is making them fail with these benchmarks. And you keep hearing that the solution to these issues is more money. But as you've just explained, we are spending a lot more money for worse results. So there seems to be very little even accountability for the funds spent.
Yeah, correct. I mean, that stat that shows that increase in funding, 43% increase in funding, and about 75% of that has come from the federal government. You would expect to see some return on investment for that. But the fact that results have completely flatlined and, as I said, gone backwards shows that money is not the issue. When you have students who are being taught that maths is racist, we have a fundamental problem with the ideological activism that's in the curriculum, because those students who are considered, bleak, as some might call it, they're the very students who need that explicit teaching and the purity of maths to actually enable them to get on with their own lives and have the skill set that, because maths is it's a benchmark, it's a cornerstone in any education, and it opens a lot of doors for positions that they might want to have down the track. And if you spend all of this time learning how to dance and learning that we're racists and white supremacists, then you're not getting the skills that you need to do to have your own independent life.
Colleen Harkin, thank you so much for your time this evening.
No problem.